kama kawa kujua show ya leo ya Sato, the Football KE Fans TV, the Saturday live show. Tumeamua tufanyange hivi for a while kiasi, and of course nikingoja my guest hapa Mr. Mbakaya ni join. So I'm doing it from my location and undisclosed, mahali tu hapa undisclosed. Yeah, and I'm rocking my ultras t-shirt over here. Keep it Football KE kama kawa. So of course, as the title ina nini hapo, tunataka kucheki review. Of course, when I say review, ni game yetu na Seychelles, the World Cup qualifiers, after a very disappointing result the other day on Thursday versus Gabon, a game which I felt if tungejikaza, na nikisema kujikaza I mean inaitwaje, kujikaza I mean just trying to stay compact. Nakumbuka hiyo game on that day I did not watch the game, but I have watched the highlights. I have watched the nimesikia opinions. I was actually listening to the show earlier this morning. So yeah, ni game tungejikaza, as in defensively tungejikaza, ni game tungechukua. I have had blames fly around from the coach to the players to the system we use, to Olunga, for example, and you see, these are things tumeongea mara mingi sana. Tumeongea hata before tuanze hizi qualifiers, when you still are going to play friendlies with the likes of Russia. In fact, hata before, when Firat actually came. And for me, before hata tuingie game ya Seychelles, I was of the opinion that Kenya needs a very long-term plan. When I say a long-term plan, see plan year 2027 or 20, because we want to participate in these whatevers. I understand it is good for the economy and for the sport, and of course for us fans. We would love to host, for example, when we hopefully, I know we are choosing with our neighbors over here to hold AFCONs, but mimi, I am of the opinion we need a long-term plan. When I say a long-term plan, hii ndo nasema. Unaona Muluya I understand is in the technical team of the first team, of the senior team rather. Me, Muluya, hapo si mali Muluya anafaa kuwa. I feel Muluya anafaa pewe project. Sijui kama he will see it as asione ni kama ni downgrade. He takes it with pride. Apewe project ya under 15, under 17. 15 to 17 up. So the long-term plan iko hadi 2030. No. Ndo ikue towards hiyo qualification. Juu kweli hii qualification tunacheza bro, we might nick it versus Seychelles walipigwa 9 juzi, but bro akina Ivory Coast, Gabon washatu show au ingine, it might not be easy, and we know the chances of qualification are slim. Only number 1 gets the qualification, and of course in this case Ivory Coast are favorites. We know Ivory Coast. So mimi under 15 Muluya aende aivisha watoi with the long-term plan. While Muluya is there, we also get a very good coach, hata kama itakuwa ni the likes of Firat. A build 5 years with the connection na Muluya at the lower levels and the senior team. See yo peke, see players ama nini, you also need infrastructures. Hizo ndo vitu tungekuwa tuna build up, because ball ya leo ni more about technical, na si technical peke, also tactical. You need very good wingers, you need very good passers, you need like 10 odadas, unaniget, you need like nisema nini, you need like very good players, at least 7 very good technical and tactical players, skilled players, si flair peke, skill, football IQ. Unaona hizo si vitu na build in 2 years. Those are not things you build in 3 years. Those are not things you'll go out and bring players and do that. Infrastructures is normal. Why am I talking about infrastructures? We saw the game versus Russia and was it Iran? I believe. Hizo game tulipanga ball fiti sana. Fiti sana. Mimi, I'm also of the opinion that if the ball is not right, you want to play football right. If the pitch is not right, you want to play football right. Hizo ni vitu tunahitaji Kenya. Fiti sana. A standardized football for the whole league, the lower leagues. Tuende NSL, tuende Div 1, Div 2 huko. Unaniget? Ndio watu wazoe kucheza na hiyo technical skill at that high level, because when we are playing these international games, bro, sis, there's no way unaenda kucheza na watu wako level yako. People there treat that thing as professional as any other thing, be it diet, be it fitness, be it the pitches, the football, the kits, the shin pads, all those things. They are very professional with them. They do not compromise for shit. You've seen them, the coaches, they go around, wanna scout adi grao. Before the game, you see the coach walking around. They don't do that to feel the atmosphere. Bullshit. They're doing that because they need to know how good this ground is. Juboli inafaa ichezwe chini, grao lazima ikuwe chini. Unaget? If the road, so Kenya needs a very long-term plan. I feel hizi zote ni the side shows, and I welcome them because they also bring money. They showcase Kenya from the outside world. We need revenue. We need foreign revenue. True. But just saying we want to make it to the AFCON inakuja in 2-3 years and World Cup 2030 without a long-term connection goals of good structures, good governance, management, that is, we are not making it. We will go there, get very good teams. We naskudangani our neighbors here, Uganda, Tanzania and the likes, because they are learning. You give them another 2-3 years, wakiendelea hivyo na sisi bado tuko na Rangos, we love, tutakuwa na noma mingi. Mind you, how long have we had these Rangos? There's money in football if you run it so well. There's money in sports. So that is what I feel. That is exactly what I feel. So anyway, Coach Firat, I understand he has a plan and is a positional coach. Like zonal, akieka player pale, I expect you to man that area. Akieka player pale, I expect, which is good. But I also feel he should also understand the kind of people he has, and he should pick out the best formation, best system, best players for the kind of game he's trying to instill in these players. Juu venye mi naona, kuna time I remember I was happy nikiona anajaribu 4-3-3. Ilikuwa ni game, I think it was our second friendly, yenye alikuwa ameka Masud, akaweka Rupia na of course Engineer. It was good because it welcomed new tactics. Ilikuwa inanibamba, but ukiona venye tunacheza, whether we are on 4-3-3 or 4-2-2, you still system inakata. I feel juu sisi we are a low block team. We do not dominate play unless we are playing South Sudan. Even that we lost. But if you are playing a low block, I feel the good thing kwanza in today's football is to pack the midfield. So when you're playing 4-2-2, the only midfielders you have ni Akumu na Odada. When you play a 4-2-3-1 formation, uko na midfielders watano. When you play, hatuwezi play 3 at the back. We're not that technically good. As in, yes, we have very good technical defenders. Omurwa, Okumu, Ng'ang'a came there. Tuko na wengine kwa ligi, wacha tu ni put it out there. Ken yuko hapo, Kamura ile pande ingine. So we have those kinds of center backs, but I don't think it's still early for us to play for 3 at the back, because even 3 at the back needs very energetic one. Inataka ma players wanakimbia kwenda na kuenda, and I don't think we train for such. Again, back to what I was saying, training structures. So our only hope is ni kucheza hiyo mid imejaa na hiyo 5 in the midfield. And issue pia ya striker Olunga, I have so much respect for you, but I feel in the team, in the Harambee team, yes, there are no chances, so much chances created for him. And when you're not creating chances for your striker, you're starving your striker. But Olunga also needs to play as a team member, ama team player. Si ati kila time akishika ball ni lazima ni yeye anafaa kuwa anatafuta hiyo bao. So hiyo for two, because we're encouraging two strikers, I would feel let's sacrifice that one striker and put a midfielder. Could be a CAM. Mtu kama Taiso, mtu kama huyu player wa Gor anaitwa nani? Man, Osto. Though Osto, yeah, Osto is Osto. But I feel like we need to find more players in the caliber of Muguna, young players. Muguna watu wanaweza cheza hiyo, so we sacrifice one striker tuweke hapo, ndio striker na mid na defense kuna connection. We have technical CBs wanaweza peleka ball kwa mid, tuko na midfielder wanaweza peleka ball to the striking. They need that extra link, and I say that is a number 10 issue. Now the other thing, Firat, enda ligi tafadhali, enda ligi, tafuta wingers, one-on-one wingers. Tuko nao, tuwezi enda Posta, enda Sharks bado, I don't know, but you can actually pia unaweza waget ni watoi and all, but unaweza waeka, but again enda Posta, enda Bandari, enda wapi, utapata hawa wase. So I feel for him, he needs to first get his wingers right. Nao ni watu wa one-on-one, si watu wa kukimbia pekee. We need that connection. And we need runners. See, just running with the ball. For you to run, you must beat your player. So he needs those kinds of players in the league, in his team rather. Akina Abuya, we need such players. See Abuya has been there. He doesn't play much as well. Also, that is, I don't know why. I give him a run of games, but anafaa tafuta watu kama watu wa mbio na watu wako sawa, technical players. Si ati ligi haina, ligi iko nayo. He just needs to channel, akae tu na Muluya mwambie by the, because he is a very good coach, he understands and definitely knows what we need. Does he have any influence in that team? That is another question. But even then, I feel he was aliyekuwa hapo for something, so I believe there is something he brings to that team. Mazee, scoutini wingers, shida yetu ni wingers na number 10, unaona, wingers na number 10, and it's not like we don't have options for that. We do, whether they are locally or internationally. Fira tu kuja ametusomea mastats kwa press conference, anatolea board, atutolea nini, hizo vitu zote. If he can do that extensive work with his tactics and all, I'm very sure he can also do that with his scouting. So waache kubehave ni kama hatuna wingers. We are allowed kutupasha as fans, but also allowed to pasha you the same. Yes, we do not have the certificates for coaching and shit, but we've been watching football for long. We try and understand how it works. We see and give feedbacks. These are the feedbacks. So game ya Seychelles, by the way, kitu inanikatisia ni mazee watatulemea. But for me, I don't see, we have to win that game for just I say kuka 20 mahali ukweli, but for the pride of the country we have to win that game. Hasa wamepigwa 9-0 juzi on the same fateful day tumegeuzio, so inaweza fanyika. So na Seychelles, honestly Seychelles tunaijua tu niyo mtaiko tu hapo chini. Kwa nini? So sijui kama mnasikia hiyo na hizo bana, ni neighbor. Unajua niko na maneighbor, leo ni Saturday, lazima wapige shughuli. Anyway, man, I was supposed to wait for my nini, but sijui yako wapi, because I can see other guys in here. So I don't know where my guy is. So anyway, mimi game ya Seychelles, let me first try nione if naweza pick my first 11. I hear people wanazusha juu ya matasi. Mimi kwanza I am seti mimi fan wa matasi, but I understand his strength. Msee sijaona kipa anapiga 1-9 kama matasi long ball anaweza piga. Sadly, do they find his target rarely? Mimi naona hiyo game his strengths can be used differently. One, ziache kwenda kwa Olunga, ziende kwa wingers. Piga hiyo 1-9 kwa wingers. There is always space. Kwanza venye ball inachezwa might not be with Seychelles. Do I expect Seychelles to sit back? So we will dominate the game. Sadly, we know in such games zenye si dominate, tunajua si upigwa bao moja kama ya South Sudan. Unaget? Hiyo ni game tuliwalemea. Tulikuwa na possession, sasa tuliwalemea. Because pia kukuwa na possession, you have to have intent. It has to have intention. You can have possession, but you're not creating any chances. So that possession is null and void. So I expect that to be versus Seychelles. But we have to be very wise and tight, compact, run, be there. Unafaa kuwa hapo for your next man. It is a team sport. Unaona, ndio nilikuwa nasikia sana zusha about our wing backs. Nondi was playing out of position, and by the way mbona ushinda akifanya hivyo. It's not the first time unaona Nondi yuko. So hii pande ingine either they are too short or they were just had no help. Ball ya leo, it demands your midfielder to work as a defender and a creative. But in our case, in the last game, our midfielders worked more. Anto ananiambia ase wako position ya 195 au tunaua. I expect that to happen. Yes, Anto, nakubaliana na wewe. Na sijui by the way, unaweza ingia kama guest, unaweza request kama guest ni kuada hapa au useme maneno yako kama utaki, ama uko undisclosed area utaki kuji anyway. So mimi personally maze stop, tuache kuweka watu out of position, let's put them in the right position. Kama sasa Nondi, unaona na hiyo mbio yake, let's utilize it at midfield. Rooney, tuko na Rooney right back. Marcelo, I don't know what is with Marcelo, but we have options that we do not have options for Marcelo. We nani hajakuwa Okumwa kuwa timu yake ilikata kumwachilia, but you see Ng'ang'a came and filled in. You know, he came in na tukapigwa bao mbili. Yeah, one sample size doesn't mean we have to write him off. We haven't, so many of our fans haven't written Olunga off. So Olunga bado wako na mafans. So I also say we give these people a chance. So anyway, for me and Seychelles. Oh yeah, nilikuwa na first 11. Poleni. Let me just mbio mbaya tu ni wa show. So anyway, this is what I'm saying. For Seychelles, hakuna vingine. We need to redeem ourselves. Juu hatuwezi ishi hivyo. Na oh yeah, I'm actually naka clear sahi and juu nimeleta kimashina hapa bana. So yeah, Seychelles hakuna vingine. Mimi Matasi, I'll still keep Matasi there. I don't think our defense would need a lot of change other than just not putting Nondi there. Amos Nondi, that is. Just put right backs and left backs at left backs and right backs. Don't mix those nini. Secondly, I would change the formation. Pack the midfield. Odada needs help. Odada is fanyo story yote peke yake. Secondly, he also needs to have options. So adding to the midfield will give him options for passes. Secondly, it will create room for triangles in such a game where we are going to dominate the game. So you need to create overloads. Pack the midfield. And instruct your wingers. These are the wingers. Please fall back. Fall back. Ukienda juu, fall back. Fall back. Juu game tutakuwa tunacheza na Seychelles, they will be hitting us on the counter. So if number 7 ataki tuseme left wing ataki kusaidia left back ataumia, because sasa yeye atakuwa amecreatiwa an overload, 2v1 position situations and all that. So team inadai watu wako na pumzi. Sitaki, siwezi amini those professions don't have pumzi, or unless you're telling me their legs are normal, and that is the other issue. Bring in more youth into the team. We were so happy when the likes of Balecho waliitwa, but that was only the provincial team. Put such, I'd be so happy if the Kenyan team had 2 young players, whether wako kwa bench ni sawa, but bring them in. Hao ndo players unataka kuleta in the 60th minute when you're defending a 1-0 goal. Hao ndo players unataka, si wengi pia juu you don't want to flood the team with inexperience. Wawili wenye wanaleta ndo wanaitongwa nguvu mpya, because the truth of the matter is we are getting, tunafungwa mabao mingi za late goals. I don't know, ni the loss of concentration, awareness, kuchoka, undertrained. There could be so many issues, but you see, you need a bench player or bench players that when come maza wanakuja kuongeza hiyo tenacity ya team, ama wanakuja kukaza for the team. Ni players wakiingia hivi ni wako all over, wanakimbia all over, unaona. Juu pia the reason why unaleta nguvu mpya ni because the other team pia imechoka, una get. So that is what I believe, hivyo ndio inafaa ikuwe maze. So anyway, Harambee Stars Firat, man, you can't be here lecturing us utuambie mbona wewe Olunga achezi hivi. No, uko na nini ba, uko na, alafu tuache kubeba watu nini. Mi sina issue, napenda wase wakipata nini yao, wakina Scriven wakipata collapse zao, but can they have merit? Again, goes back to Firat tactics. Team yako ina raidiwa at 1-0, uko na very lean midfield wenye wameshindwa kikimbia the whole game, kwanza second half juu the other team was bombarding us, so wameshindwa kikimbia in a very lean midfield. Alafu tuna kaza game, wewe unatoa midfielder mmoja unataka kuleta striker, na the whole game you've been proven that ball haifikii striker when inafaa ifikie striker. So why you bringing another striker to do what? Unless that striker is a second striker, like he plays nyuma ya striker and he has creative skills. If so, huyo ni mtu basi angekuwa naanza, then there's a reason why aanze game. So tactics wewe Mr. Firat, wache kutupasha hapa ni kama bro, pia si ucheza FIFA na football manager you know, but as in man, so for me sasa hii ndio team I think mimi I'd still keep Matasi. Abud Omar, mimi ni fan wa Abud because CB zinabaki venye wanabaki, unless Okumu is available, then it is an issue of Ng'ang'a. Of course Ng'ang'a atarudi bench. Omurwa lazima man. Hii pande ingine Rooney man. Rooney is having a very good season at Gor, and in a game where we lost, yes, but bado alikuwa among our brightest ama our positives. So Rooney retains. Now mimi nimesema 4-2-3. Unaona hiyo tu hapo ndo sasa unaweka udade na Akumu. Alafu wing mimi hii pande sasa ni left wing. Actually put Buya there. Abuya. Then with the strikers we carried, you'd only still have to play Olunga. Juma, I don't know. Is Juma good enough to bench Olunga? I don't think so. Hii pande ingine sasa, mi naweza weka Timbe hiyo mbio juu najua hiyo side ingine wanaweza saidiana. Rooney anaweza muokolea. Rooney akioverlap nini defending, but pia yeye lazima asaidiane. But Ayub amekuwa akicheza for long, sijui kama he has the legs man. So this is also another thing about selection. Ni watu tumebeba na tukaacha mavijana mtaani. Unaona? Juu Omala angekuwa Omala by the way yuko actually. By the way, Olunga akae tu bench actually. Akae tu bench. Omala inside. Patia Omala hadi 60. Juu I feel Olunga pia, having played all those years in those old countries, he understands football differently from other players. He has played with professionals and all that. I feel from the bench, you would actually study the other team so well. Hiyo kustudy, anaona mali kuna shida na hizo team. Alafu, I bet he uses hiyo kwa bench kuchannel energy kuingia game. Eka Olunga 60. Alafu the good thing, uweke Olunga, hiyo time, probably we are winning or drawing 1-0 or 1-1 or winning 1-0. Eka Olunga. Hakuna venye Seychelles wanaanza tena kuanza kuattack. Joana Olunga ameingia bana. Huyu ni engineer. So they will have to sit back again. So now you release off pressure. Timu yako iko pressure again. Unaacha akina Odada wanapiga tu mapass. Ma 1-2. Oh, ma triangle hapo manini. Number 10 amekuja wamemake. Unapata? Yeah. And hivyo ndo venye iko man. That is how I say it. But selection, mimi sijui who influences our selection. If it is the management or whatever, pia hiyo selections inatuangusha man. Yeah. So mimi Seychelles versus Kenya. Yenyewe tuko too serious. Hiyo ni game ya kupiga mtu 3-1 ama 3-0. But we know Kenya. Haita tu surprise ya 1-1 or ati sijui juu pia unajua ball is very fun. Seychelles wakipata kapena pale au kitu kama hiyo. Nimeambiwa na nini Seychelles wako number 195. Hebu tuone kama wameshuka after wamepigwa na nini. Seychelles na nitwaje? Na hii team ingine na Ivory Coast. So anyway, the game is on Monday. Inachezwa Monday. I don't know if it will be shown. KBC walikuwa wanatuambia wataonyesha game. Na niliona watu wakizusha inaitwaje? Wakizusha KBC waliangusha form. So the game was not aired live, but of course senior Kenya tuwezi kosa kupata links. Unaget? So the links will be there. So Kenya compared to these Seychelles. Kenya, they have played head to head. We have played thrice. And they haven't won. Wajai tuchapa. Tumewapiga zote 3. Tumewapiga 4-0. Hiyo ilikuwa 2015. 2015 tuliwapiga 4-0. Alafu away match tukawapiga 3-0. Then again when is this? But tumecheza tu nao hizo 2015. That's how far tumecheza nao. But their current form is this. Wamepigwa 9-0 na Ivory Coast juzi. Half time walikuwa shapigwa 4-0. So as in I want to bwana. They're not that good bana. Tuwezi jienjoy. Wakadraw na Mauritius. Hata kudraw waligongo actually. Kapigwa na Mauritius. Alafu watuleme. Ama tumezoea kulemewa. Ni kawaida. Wakapigwa na Zambia. By this tuko na ni Gambia si Zambia. Tuko na Gambia hiyo group yetu. Wakapigwa na Zambia 4-2. Lakini Zambia ni wangori. Zambia by then ni wangori. Malawi wakapiga wase. So in short, huko sidhani mmesikia kuna game yote bro walipigwa hadi Madagascar. Hata walipigwa hadi na Madagascar 1-0. Tukueni serious. Now when you come to this disappointing stars of ours, Gabon wakatugongea. Mind you, a game we were winning in the first half. Masud Juma akafanya maneno yake pale. Whether ilikuwa luck or what, hiyo ni story. You also force your luck in football. Hata ukipura defender hate, we have seen that happen in the league so many times, and the world, throughout the world it happens. Na defender anajuanga hivyo. There are times you have to play for your luck, you have to play for the luck. So anyway, Kenya Gabon wakatutoa tukadraw na Russia. By the game tulikuwa tunashinda second half. Ebu ona, it's like we lose concentration in the second half. So it is also, what does the coach tell these players during halftime? Ndio kuja atupashe. Does he do the same to these players at halftime? A story for another day. Then tukapigwa friendly hapa na Sudan mtaani, enye akina Tross hata job wakaenda wakaona game. Very disappointing. Tukagongea, hatukugongea, tuliogongea lakini wao wakagonga the most important goal. Think ni Tito aliweka. I think. Alafu Qatar tukashinda. The support there was so good. Big up to those supporters who are in Qatar. Sasa sijui kama ni hao waliwachangamsha. Alafu kumbe Mauritius ni wabaya hivi. Mauritius pia si wakatupiga. Enyewe Kenya. Anyway, that is ndo venye kunakaa. And our next fixture, of course, after this is Gabon. Na it will be in, I don't know, but watu wanasema tunafaa tucheze Gabon next. Yeah, actually next year tunacheza Gabon next. Alafu Seychelles will be playing Burundi. Yes, Burundi. By the Burundi, nilipata night team ya Burundi nini. Ilikuwa TZ. That they were playing, was it? I don't think they were playing TZ, they were playing another team. So nilipata night team huko. Na ukiona hao watu bana, wanadishi. Watu wanadishi. Karibu tumalizie chakula kwa hoteli. But anyway, they are footballers. I understand the way they eat. Hata mimi hukula sana. Ni ondeng. But yeah, msishangae mimi ni mdogo aje. Sijui uenda wapi. But Kenya has to do a lot. And Firat, my thinking, my opinion, pack the midfield. Pack the midfield with 5 players. It gives you options. It gives people like Odada options in the midfield. It also gives you two links, yeah, defenders and the striker. So you will have the two there. That is the bridge. Odada atafikisha hiyo ball. Odada will beat his man. Odada will play that pass. Kingine pia ni passing. Our passing. Yo piga juu. Watu wanachoka shingo huko mwana. Game ya Seychelles inadai carpet. Na nimeona tunaicheza hapa Ivory Coast. So the pitches are good. The ball, of course, in FIFA certified competition. So the football is good. The pitch is good. Allow these players to play football. But you also have to put players in that team that know how to play football. Panga score defeat. I heard this from the space and I also agree. I think it was King. Oh, yes. But even the aspect of Nini, we have talked so much on the aspect of fielding or packing the midfield. So try the 4-2-3-1. Ya Mourinho, because I feel it will bring up so many triangles, passing lanes, passing options in a game where I expect us to have most of the possession. That is the way to go. And it creates overloads. Create overloads, you can isolate wingers, defenders on the other side of the team. Man like Abuya, I trust Abuya to win in a 1-on-1 with an isolated defender. From Seychelles. Yeah, that is what I think. And for me, that game, I said 3-1. Olunga, pole, but ningefurahia sana kukuona ukilearn from the game, from the bench, see the holes, see the gaps, see the weaknesses in the other team, use your experience, craft a plan, ingia game ukiwa energetic, ukiwa umejam vizuri, hiyo kujam upeleke opponent. Kama si tuligeuziwa game last minute, Olunga ingia apige 2-0, apige bao mbili ile game ikienda kuisha, atasikia fiti as a player, definitely will. So that is all for me. 3-1. Poleni. Bao moja itafungwa na defender. I will still stick to that. Juu pia sisi our defenders, I think it's the set pieces. And in such a game where I believe tutakuwa na more than 5 corners, defender wetu lazima aweke. So who? Omuro utaona akiweka hapo bana. Huyo msa amekuwa akilana a lot from Portugal. Ng'ang'a kama atacheza. Cause Ng'ang'a, I'm a fan of Ng'ang'a. Nilianza kumjua akiwa hapo Gor. Sasa ako Zanaco. So hizo zingine midfield wetu, I think today our goals will come from our wingers. In this game I expect them to have the impact on the game. Mali Seychelles watakuwa compact, I expect our wingers to have the impact of the game. Whether itakuwa ni akina I know they are our forwards but they play as our wingers. Whether itakuwa ni akina Masud Juma, itakuwa ni akina nani, I expect those guys to carry the game the day. Olunga man, kwa bench kuna games tu pia star lazima ikuwe bench ndo kuja afue star zaidi. Imagine Olunga apige hapo bao mbili game ikiisha, si tutaimba Olunga hata tusahau game ilikuwaje ikiendelea before ingie. So Olunga bench, man like top scorer. There's a reason why he's a top scorer in the league. Of course pia Olunga ni top scorer, he's our all time, I think not all time, but it is among our top scoring goals strikers in the country. But man like Omala ningetaka kuona hapo striker. Believe in yourself and try and play like you're wearing the national pride. Jitole, choka 90 minutes yote because you don't know, you might never see that chance again. And Kenya tuko side sushinda tunasema tuko 50 million, probably side tuko 55-60 million. Bro, out of 60 million you were chosen to represent the country, so play like you actually representing the country, bro. Jitole. Olunga, ukipata hiyo chance, be a team player. Your fellow players are making runs, fungua 1-2 rudishiwa ball, fungua. It's a team sport. It's why you're playing 11 people, otherwise utacheza golf peke yako. I get. So yeah, it's been real Mr 90 plus hapa na nini yangu hapa ya Ultras Football KE kama kawa. Yeah, and this has been the ini Football KE Fans TV, and this is Saturday Live. Nimejaribu man. My nini kama kawa, usiogope. Unaweza tu follow pale Twitter Football KE _90 ama Instagram ama TikTok man. And kama kawa tutakuwa pale Monday space Twitter on the same account, review of that game. Juu at that point itakuwa ishachezwa, tutajua ni aje, kama Firat pia ni Firat ama is so flat. So we usually there on the space Football KE space every Monday, every Tuesday for the women's space, every Thursday for the reviews and the previews at 8. Show zote ni 8, alafu wase wadozi ingi, so si ukuwa tu hapo 8 hadi maidha. It's been real. Thank you for joining me kama kawa kila Saturday kutoka 11, the Saturday Live Show. Peace out.